I love Southern style buttermilk biscuits, and I bet you do too. But I don't like getting up with the chickens to make the dad blame things, and I bet you don't either. Well, today we're going to make Southern style buttermilk biscuits, and we're going to do it quick and easy, and I'm going to show you how on the Southern Chef. Good morning, everybody. I am Tyler making your Southern Chef. Now let's get cooking. Hello again, Tyler making here, the Southern Chef, buttermilk biscuits. We're going to use a mix today. This is House Altry buttermilk biscuit mix. The wonderful thing about this product, other than the fact that it's made by some good folks here in Red Oaks, North Carolina, is that this product contains everything we need in it to make delicious buttermilk biscuits. It has the leavening agent in there, it has dried buttermilk, powdered buttermilk, and it also has shortening cut into it. So we don't have to keep these things on hand. We have them already in the mix. Now, our mise en place, rather, here that we have here is, mise en place, by the way, is a French word for everything in its place, okay? We have two cups of the House Altry buttermilk biscuit mix, 3/4 cup of milk, and we are going to cut in about 2 tablespoons or so of chilled butter, a little pinch of salt, and I have some flour here, all-purpose flour for dusting the surface of our work area. Also, we got to have a greased pan, or in this case I'm using a skillet, or you can use a regular baking pan to put our biscuits on. Okay, now to make this quicker and easier, we're going to make our dough in a food processor. This one I've had here for several years. It's come over on the Mayflower, but it still works. And we're going to mix our dough up in here, and you're going to be surprised at how fast and easy this is going to work. First, we put in the buttermilk biscuit mix. I want to add to that just a pinch of salt and our cubed chilled butter. It's important that our butter stay chilled as well as our milk that's going in here. This is going to be very important when we make our dough, that it be chilled. We want it to be chilled going into the oven. It'll give us a better result. Now, before we put the milk in, we're just going to cut in the chilled butter. By cutting in, we're chopping it up and incorporating it into the flour mix. It should have a nice grainy feel to it, kind of like oatmeal, if it's been cut in properly. Now, that's fine, that's good. Put the lid back on. Now we're going to make our dough. Now we're going to slowly add the milk, and as we do, and we pulse the machine, the dough will form, it'll form a ball, and you'll see it in the machine. When it forms up into a ball and starts to wipe the sides down, we'll know our dough is done. Add a little milk and slowly pulse. It'll come together. There it is. There it is. Now it's all balled up. Our dough's done. We don't need to do anything else to it. Now, as you can see, we have rolled our dough out onto a previously floured, prepared surface in order to press out our biscuits. I'm going to just dust the dough a little bit more with flour, and then I'm going to work it out with my hands. We're not going to use a rolling pin, but I'm just going to work the dough around with my hands and pat it out till it's about 3/4, 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch thick. We do not want to overwork the dough. That'll make our biscuits tough, and we want them to be light and fluffy. Once I have it down to about the correct uniform depth that I like it, then I'm going to take a biscuit cutter that I have greased with some of the oil that I greased the pan with, and we're going to start to punch out our biscuits. Just press down and pull them out just like that, and place them on your baking pan or your baking sheet. Very simply. Set them in there rather close together so that the heat, when they go in the oven, will help them rise more evenly, and they'll brown on the tops and on the bottom, but not necessarily on the side. We want the sides light and fluffy. Okay, the biscuits are ready. We're going to put them into a 475 degree preheated oven. Okay, now, are there any questions at this point? How long is this going to take? You know, that's a good question. I'm going to take my trusty timer here, and we're going to set it for 12 minutes. Now, while we're waiting on those biscuits to come out of the oven, I've got a pan here that I keep butter in to melt and brush over the top of the biscuits. Light does go out, don't it? Well, now our timer has gone off. It's been 12 minutes. Let's see what we got. Look at that. I wish you would just look. Perfect biscuits. Now we're going to take them on out of the oven. Ooh, that bad boy is hot too. Let's cut our oven off. We're going to take some of this melted butter, and we're just going to daub over the top here. We're going to brush them lightly with the melted butter. Give them that wonderful butter flavor. There we go. Now, let's try one of these guys out. Reach in here and take him out. Woo! Woo! Hot, hot! Now listen to this. Flaky and crispy on the top and on the bottom. It's still too hot for me to hold it. Let's split this thing open. Whew. Man, I like, oh, look at that. Fluffy on the inside. And let's put us a dab of some more butter in here, because after all, butter makes everything better. And we're gonna, I like maple syrup, we're gonna pour some maple syrup on these rascals. Here comes the test. Fast and easy and oh, that'd make you slap your mama. Delicious. This has been Tyler Making, the Southern Chef. Buttermilk biscuits. Bon appetit, you all.